Even if the death sucked, it was still progress in my book. In the span of only a couple of streams, I've somehow gone from 48% straight to 65%, which only made the last 50% of Bloodbath as important as ever to practice. And you could only guess what my best run to 100 is. 74 to 100. Yes, I am not joking. For some reason, the last 30% of Bloodbath was extremely hard for me, filled with so many choke points I haven't even mentioned yet. 77%, 79%, 81%, 83%, 87%, 89%, 95%, and 97% were all choke points. Like, how is it even possible to have this many choke points in the last 30% of the level? It's time to talk about 79%, my second worst choke point in Bloodbath. What makes 79 hard is this difficult UFO transition into a straight fly. One wrong timing and your run instantly comes to an end. So after finally breaking into the 60s, I decided to improve in the second half of Bloodbath. Hey, that rhymes. And it wasn't long before I achieved 51 to 100 during stream 38, which inclined me to make my progress report video, which had a premiere countdown longer than the actual video, that everyone seemed to love. Wait, why is this video called 65% times 2? Why? Why am I like this? So forget about 58% times 2. This was now my worst fail. But it didn't last for long because the very next stream I passed not only Crack, but a Sonic. And with my 51 to 100 practice, I didn't choke at the Edster UFO, eventually dying to an incredible 77%. Oh my god! Holy crap! I couldn't even believe the progress I was making. It seemed like the month of 44% was holding me back so much. And it wouldn't end. Oh my god! No! Unexpectedly, I actually nailed the transition, but just couldn't maintain that straight fly. But that wasn't the main issue with this stream. Earlier that day, I was talking to Cube Gamer until he suggested a seemingly innocent idea. Make a donation goal of $100, and if someone fills it, you must attempt the Michigan route every single time in normal mode. If you didn't know, the Michigan route is a separate way to complete Bloodbath, where you did a stupidly hard timing to jump on the GG instead of timing the triple spike. I agreed to this deal, not knowing at all what was about to happen. What? We're taking a break. What the hell? Not knowing at all what was about to happen. What? We're taking a break. What the hell? I don't go back on my word. I was going for that Michigan route no matter what. Next stream was the first in a while where I just lost my consistency, getting no decent runs. That stream I also might have lost my sanity. Stream 44. Nothing happened. Literally nothing. I was ready for it to be life-changing, and all I done was change my icon to this cap for a while. At least I got another 51 to 100 again a couple of streams earlier. Yeah, stream 44 is kinda mid. But stream 45 was actually great. My mindset changed not for a new best, but another run to 100. And I delivered with 45 to 100. Dun dun dun. Bro, I clicked at Mitchie, I didn't get it. Crack's part was finally starting to feel consistent, making it actually possible to pass, even in normal mode, which could potentially be foreshadowing to later in the stream. No, I knew this was gonna happen. I saw this coming from like 20 kilometers away, 30 kilometers away, 40 kilometers away. That death was the definition of not having any nerve control. It felt like passing 44% for the first time all over again. Nerves go from 0 to 100 instantly, but the next stream I would make up for it, somehow getting 33 to 100, which is a massive milestone because I actually included 44% in the run. For the first time, it felt like being Bloodbath was actually possible. Being in the 80s was starting to remind me of another certain GD player, but unlike him, I wasn't about to spend a year with no progress. But getting any further was really starting to feel difficult. The amount of parts I had to complete in a row without dying just to have a chance of progressing was getting out of hand. Any death past 50% was just another possible chance lost. And out of all of them, this 65% death hurt the most. No! But why?
Hey, it's us, Mike here.
Because right after it, I instantly got 60 to 100.
Bro, are you serious?
Meaning 65% and 60 to 100 back to back. But it wouldn't even compare to the next stream.
No!
81% again. The fact that the click I was dying to was an easy yellow orb was really starting to get annoying. I desperately needed a way to control my nerves. It seemed like every time I passed Edsa, I just couldn't keep calm enough to play properly. And it would keep on showing. Enter stream 50. At this point, maybe I was starting to become doggy, but it felt good to finally get past 81% anyway. And with this consistency, things would not slow down. Literally the next stream, I would make it past Edster again.
Bro, 2 Edster attempts in a row, what the hell?
But this time I wouldn't let the nerves get the best of me, passing not only 81%, 83, but also 87. Unfortunately in Garen's part, I would time this pink orb click slightly early and fall victim to 8-9. I'm not gonna lie, seeing 8-9 appear on my screen made me laugh way more than I was annoyed.
8-9! 8-9! 8-9, 8-9.
But it was time to get serious.
Why so serious?
I wanted one more run to 100% that I've been putting off for way too long. 24 to 100. This run starts at Michigan's part, includes Crack's part, and obviously the entire ending section filled with my choke points. Luckily my endgame has improved a lot since my 51 to 100 run. And after a stream and no progress, it was only until stream 53 where this legendary run happened.
Starblaze, why are you messaging me? $24 to 100!
I couldn't believe my consistency, so I started going from 0% right away, and it took no time at all for stream 53 to be my best stream yet. Anyway, I had my fair share of random number curses throughout the grind, 44% obviously being the worst, but sometimes you gotta take a little out of someone else's book.
I hate you, Vortrox! Vortrox! Why? I hate you, Vortrox!
In my defense, I only hated Vortrox for about a day. At least I was finally in the 90s, and I'm sure next time I would get there it'd be way better.
I quit this game.
Okay, I take that back. I hated Vortrox for at least a week. In all seriousness, 92% again was incredibly painful. Every attempt past Garen is just one more chance to be Bloodbath, and I felt like I was wasting all my shots. And it was at the end of that stream I got a crazy opportunity. I raided EVW himself, and he took about 3 seconds to realize what was going on.
King Moose raid, yo, King Moose, thank you for the raid, you legend. You got 92% Bloodbath at his first level. That is impressive. Like first level ever. Like there's no like Rob top levels. It's like literally just Bloodbath. Really? Really?
So with EVW on my side, I continued. At this point, I was really starting to get a reputation of being stupidly unlucky, but on the flip side, I could fluke it quite easily now. All that stood in my way was the relatively easy ending, which I definitely wouldn't be extremely nervous playing, but that would have to wait because I had one last trick up my sleeve, the SAO device. For the past week I've been waiting for it to arrive, and now is a better time than ever. With 2 weekday streams ahead of me, all I could do was practice. I need to beat it on Saturday. Holy crap. With the SAO device, the game honestly didn't even feel the same at first. And there was no 2 weeks, but that was stupidly unlucky. But on the flip side, I could fluke it quite easily now. All that stood in my way was the relatively easy ending, which I definitely wouldn't be extremely nervous playing. But that would have to wait because I had one last trick up my sleeve. The SAO device. For the past week I've been waiting for it to arrive. And now is a better time than ever. With 2 weekday streams ahead of me, all I could do was practice. I need to beat it on Saturday. Holy crap. With the SAO device, the game honestly didn't even feel the same at first, and there was no chance of getting any runs. But with persistence, all I done was get better. Eventually, parts like Crack and Michigan felt so much easier to control, and it wasn't even one stream before I somehow got 24 to 100 again. Like, what?
What?
I know this is literally my second time switching clicking methods throughout the grind, but somehow it still surprised me. Maybe even a little too much.
Yeah. Literally crewmate, by the way. Literally crewmate. Oh my god. Why did I vote Q?
It was time to beat Bloodbath. When stream 56 started, I honestly felt like I had it beaten. Every single part was consistent, which was kind of surreal coming from humble beginnings where I gave up on certain sections because of their difficulty. But here I was, over 120,000 attempts of experience prepared for victory, until something that was only ever joked about finally made its impact. I fought with all my heart once I passed my 95% choke point and level was over. How could I die to such an easy jump? Back on my word. I was going for that Michigan route no matter what. Yep, trying to do the Michigan route completely messed up my timing on the final click. So out of desperation, I called Cube Gamer himself for advice.
Even though you got 98, there's still one more new best you can get.
Literally. Drag it off.
So I didn't give up. I knew I still had it in me to get back there again. And oh man, did I get back there again. This broke me, I'm not gonna lie. For the first time ever, I became sick of Bloodbath. Done with anything to do with it. I couldn't understand how you could even die there twice. So with that, I ended the stream.
King Moose signing out. King Moose signing out!
For a long time that night, I deliberated with myself if I should even continue tomorrow, even amidst the demotivation to play. But like anything I've done to get this far, I didn't quit. So, after 3 months of playing Bloodbath, on stream 57, I would finally beat it as my first ever level, forever edging myself into GD history. The thumbnail you just clicked on was another lie. That was never my winning attempt. I just wanted to give up. I just wanted to give up.
Number one, you are capable of way more than you think. That's right. When you start Geometry Dash, you think, man, there's no way I'm going to be able to be like the pros. How are they getting through that section? It took me a bunch of attempts just to get through stereo.
So for real this time. On March 15th, 2026, after 130,000 attempts, I would beat Bloodbath as my first ever Geometry Dash level. Enjoy the run.
Hey, this one's dedicated to Frost.
Yes! 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 Let's go! Yes! 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 And that's how my story ends. I know you could still believe I theoretically played Geometry Dash on an alt account or whatever, but clearly there's literally nothing I can do to prove anything else. But no matter what you think, I'm proud of what I managed to do, and to everyone who supported me along the way, thank you. Oh yeah, and Cube Gamer for actually keeping his word. And if you're wondering, yes, I want attempted stereo on this. But as you may know, when one story ends, another, and I mean another, story always begins. King Moose signing out.
Secretly in Rust there lies an extremely powerful Chinese clan, all under the control of a player only known as Slime. He has complete control over every one of his clan members, and of recent there are rumors that new members in his clan are forced to do unpaid hard labor. Yet despite this, he has suffered no repercussions at all. No one would know how to even fight a clan like this. But I do have a plan. First, I would try to join his clan. After that, I will try to gain his trust as much as possible, and eventually when I climb the ranks, expose the truth and bring his empire crashing down. But what I would soon discover was much worse than I could have ever imagined.
You drop one, you die! You drop one, you die!
Oh,
You not work hard, I kill you! Hard work! This is hard work!